Okay, so let's talk about the mission, the execution, and admin logistics. Okay, we already covered the orientation and we already covered the situation. Right? Now we're talking about your mission, specifically when we're talking about the ConOps. We know your mission is the tasking statement given to you from higher, so we've got that covered. Now we're talking about the concept of operation and your fire support plan. Let's just say this is our area right here. This is our battle position. Okay, we're going to be aimed down this road over here. So this is the main MSR. That over there is 8 o'clock, and that over there is 4 o'clock. So in the context of this seminar, in the context where we're talking about in your operations order, you're covering from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So what you have to now think about is, where do you put your forces in this area right here? You have a hill up there pretty much direct south of you, right? You've got a main MSR that's in your sector as well. What you got to think about is, who is your support? Who is your adjacent? Who's on either side of you? If you're setting a machine gun over here facing this tree, is that the best place to put a machine gun? Or should you put your machine gun facing down that road? Or do you have a 203 down that road? Keep in mind, there's dead space right beyond that little hill. So you got a machine gun aimed down that road, but shouldn't you put a 203 to cover that dead space? I don't know. Things for you to think about, all right? When you're looking out over here, you've got a hill on top of that. You have a hill terrain feature out there. Wouldn't you want to cover that with fires? If you have supporting artillery or 61s or 81s, wouldn't you want to register that as an on-call target? I don't know, something you could think about, okay? So when you're looking out here to your orchard, you start to see the orchards out here, wouldn't you want to cover that with maybe a 203, a machine gun, or some kind of other assets like that? The point is, when you're setting in a position like this, you got to think deep. You got to think of where everything goes. That is a good map recon and a good aero recon. Right now, we're doing a ground recon. So right now, I'm essentially walking the ground so I can kind of pick and choose where I put my units. You're not always going to have that luxury. A lot of times, you just have nothing more than a map, and you've got to be able to decipher all these little terrain features from the map, and you got to tell your Marines where they're going to go. So when the helicopter lands, the Marines from first squad automatically know they're going over there to cover that road. The Marines from second squad know they're going over there to cover that orchard. There's no confusion, but that's because you did a good map recon before you got here. Now, if you're already here, yes, you can do the ground recon while you're here. So that's your situation, okay? Or sorry, that's your mission or situation. So when we talk about doing your fire support, it's the same thing. How are you going to embed your fires into your plan? How are you going to get resupplied? There's no LZ. I don't see an LZ. And if there is an LZ, it's going to be way out there, which is outside your lines. So how do you get resupplied? When you're talking about admin logistics, how does your resupply work to fit into your plan right here? You can't get resupplied from the back because the only road into this position is right there, which, by the way, is an enemy territory. So how do you get resupplied? So you want to think about that when you're talking about admin logistics, okay? It's a lot more that goes into it than just putting your Marines online and facing from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's a lot more to think about. So we talked about the orientation, the situation, your mission, your fire support plan, admin logistics, command and signal. All is very simple. Where's the command located? Where are you located? Where's the staff sergeant? Where's the platoon sergeant? Where's the corpsman? Where's the latrine located, all right? What's your running and challenging passwords? Things like that is what you want to talk about. That is pretty much it for the fire paragraph order.